There's a story from the Shiva Mahapuran about the month of Kartik. Only Kubera Bhandari can know what he will give and how much. No one else can know. Did you go to bathe in the Narmada river or not? Did you go to bathe in the Ganga during the month of Kartik? Did you go to bathe in the Saryu river or not? Did you go to bathe in the Yamuna river during the month of Kartik? Or in the Mandakini river during the month of Kartik? Or did you go to any pond or lake during the month of Kartik? But do have faith that this story is being told from the Narmada river's god. So, all of you are bathing in the Narmada river while sitting at home. This is certain. Mother Narmada has reached you while sitting at home. In 5 to 7 days, do whatever devotion you can to God. Remember God, worship God, and make your life meaningful. You do your duty. You keep moving, completing your work every day. Lord Surya Narayana said, "This is my karma. Whether anyone asks me or not, whether anyone answers me or not, whether anyone honors me or not, I have to do my karma. And if I do my karma, I will definitely reap the rewards. This is certain." People ask Krishna, people ask Lord Shiva, Lord Surya Narayana, no one invites you every day. Yet, you continue to do your karma every day, you keep going. If you do your karma every day, you will surely reap the rewards. Do your karma. Quote. We should learn from Lord Surya Narayana. The chariots of the world's people have 4 wheels, 2, but how many wheels does Lord Surya Narayana have? 1. The chariots of the world may have 4 wheels, 2, 6, 8, and Lord Surya Narayana has 1 wheel. We should learn from Lord Surya Narayana that the one whose chariot has 1 wheel and 7 horses, the one driving the chariot, Arun, has no legs, even without legs. The neti, the rope tied to it, is made of snakes. And the entire chariot is tied. The entire road is uneven. Yet, Lord Surya Narayana doesn't stop. He keeps moving. We should learn from Lord Surya Narayana that in life, sorrow will be present at your doorstep 24 hours a day. But if you continue to perform virtuous deeds, the path will surely become better. Someone will say, "Come and sit with me. I will do this. I will impart such knowledge that your sorrow will be removed. I will remove the broken pot from you. I will make you rich. I will make you a millionaire. I will cure your disease. I will do this for you." Quote, the story of the Shiva Purana never says, "I will do something." The story of the Shiva Purana says, if your karma is useless, if you have done the karma in the past, if you are suffering the consequences of that karma, then no one else can remove your sorrow. Not even someone else's king can alleviate your sorrow, nor will any king in this world alleviate your sorrow. If your sorrow is alleviated, it will be your own karma. Quote, when you dedicate a pot of water, perform your own duties, work on your own, and while doing your work, worship God, remember Him, chant mantras, and recite His name, then slowly, the sorrow written in your writing will begin to fade away. Those who say, "Come to us, we will remove your sorrow." Understand this. There will be 4 days of moonlight and then darkness. The story of Hari Har Shiv Mahapuran has been combined in the month of Kartik. If you always maintain distance from 2 things, no one can point a finger at you. First, money, and second, slander. Speak out loud. Speak out loud. First, money, and second, slander. Maintain distance from these 2 things. Maintain as much distance as possible. As much distance as possible. Money and slander both cast aspersions on us. We must maintain distance from both. In the ashram, Lord Shankar is speaking to his son Kartikeya, and all the Kartikeyas sitting in this sacred pandal, that is, young sons, are sitting here. Ashok Sundari means daughters are sitting. My daughters are sitting with Jaira Shali Bari. My daughters are sitting. Children are sitting. Young daughters-in-law are sitting. Young sons are sitting. They should keep this in mind. At the age of hard work, Lord Shankar says never to rest. At what age? Speak with full concentration. At the age of hard work, Shiva is saying never to rest. One who rests at the age of hard work has to work hard even at the age of rest. This is my Shiva saying, this is my my Shankar, this is my Trikaldashi, my Kailash, my immortal, my Bholenath saying. When it is your age of hard work, you are young children, young daughters, small children, right now it is your age of hard work. You should work hard, listen very carefully, my mothers. Many mothers have doubts in their minds that we observe a fast for a month and in between, menstruation comes. When that menstruation comes, what happens to our month-long fast? Listen to this episode carefully, you won't find this episode again and again. This episode hasn't appeared in stories before either. Today, the episode has appeared in the Hari Harsh Mahapurn of the village. So many people are listening to it with faith. Many are listening to it through Facebook. Listen to this episode carefully, my mother. The daughter-in-law said to her father-in-law, Father, I do take the vow of bathing in the month of Kartik. In the month of Kartik, some mothers take the vow of bathing in Kartik. Some take the vow of bathing in the month of Ma. Some take the vow of bathing in the month of Kshetra. Some take the vow of Fagan. Some take the vow of bathing in the month of Vaishak. Many mothers have this habit. Many men have this habit of taking bath in Kartik for a month. And there are some days in that Kartik bath when Rajo Dharma comes in. Raja's Adharma comes in. So at that time, is her vow completed or not? In between, for those 5-7 days, if she did not go for a bath, did not do puja, did not offer water to Tulsi, could not do puja of Shaligram Ji or adorn Thakur Ji, could not sing the song of Tulsi Maharani, could not light the lamp of Tulsi Ji, then till the month of Kartik, this menstrual period, women have menstruation every month. So if menstruation comes every month, then how is the rule of Kartik month completed? How will the rule of women be completed? Then why is the rule of women broken? The daughter-in-law spoke to her Satguru, a moneylender. The moneylender's daughter-in-law said, Satguru, please clear my doubts. I want to take a bath in the month of Kartik. If there is any major obstacle to that bath, then the 7 days of my menstrual period will be 5 days. My rule will be broken. How can that rule be fulfilled? How will that rule be fulfilled? Those who bathe in the month of Kartik, please pay attention. Whether they take a bath in Vaishak or a bath in Ma, my mother's menstruation occurred 7 days within a month, and if it did, how can that rule be called fulfilled? Quote, the moneylender said, Daughter-in-law, I am not that learned. I am not that wise. But I will remember this from my guru and come back. Now the daughter-in-law is coming to the month of Kartik. She has been waiting for it. She is waiting. Only 8 days are left for Kartik to arrive. Now, just see the difference between you and the daughter-in-law. When 8 days are left for the month of Kartik to arrive, you start whitewashing. Tell me, is it right or wrong? When there are 8 to 15 days left for Diwali to arrive in Kartik, you start whitewashing. You start cleaning. You start this work. All the work starts at the time of the arrival of your Kartik month, and the daughter-in-law is not asking about cleaning, she is paying attention to cleaning. But it is not that her attention is focused on bathing in the month of Kartik. Today, daughter-in-law, 8 days are left, and the daughter-in-law has missed her meal. She did not get her meal, she got her brother. She went inside. When there is a desire to get something, then she stops eating and drinking, and is sitting under the tree. Come, you go and ask your question to him. The daughter-in-law took the name of God. The daughter-in-law arrived remembering this and immediately went and with folded hands requested, Babaji, for a month a woman takes bath in Kartik month, for a month a woman takes bath in Maa month, for a month a woman takes bath in Vaishak month, for a month a woman takes bath in Shakar month, in between she takes bath in Oz month. In between that period, the woman's dharma comes. At that time the fast of a woman observed for a month gets broken. How can that fast be considered complete? So at that time Dev Rishi Narad, who was in the guise of a saint, said, Daughter-in-law, do one thing, the 5 days and 7 days after Kartik month are of Pachan. If the Raja's dharma of a woman comes in between, then if on even one day out of the last 5 or 7 days a woman takes bath in Brahma Muhurta, takes bath in the morning, and lights a lamp in the tulsi plant, then the broken part in between gets ended. Why that? Now listen carefully again. If you assume that a woman's duty came into being in pagan, then listen very carefully to this story from the Harihar Shiva Mahapuran, which the villagers of Bin received, for the welfare of the entire world. Pay close attention. This is every woman's question. Every woman's question is always in front of her. Suppose you said that menstruation occurred in the middle of the month, then bathe for the next 5 days. If menstruation occurred within 5 days, then the story of the Shiva Mahapuran says that if a virgin girl, a son, a husband, a mother-in-law, a married woman, an elder sister-in-law, a younger sister-in-law, or any man living in the house cannot go out to bathe, then even if she lights one lamp in front of the tulsi plant in the morning and one in the evening during the Brahma Muhurta, a woman's rule is still fulfilled. And if the rule is broken, what is the benefit of bathing for 5 days? Yes, and you'll understand when you get a chance. Sage Narada simply said, what's the result? You'll find out when you get a chance. The daughter-in-law didn't understand what he just said. Sage Narada said this and left. The moneylender's daughter-in-law began taking a bath every morning during Kartik month. She bathed every day during Kartik month. She returned every day during the Brahma Muhurta. Unbeknownst to her, the prince, the king's son, came to bathe with his wife. The king and queen also came. The prince came to bathe with his wife. The prince felt very bad today. He noticed that he came to the ghat to bathe, but how come the ghat gets wet? Quote, someone is bathing before me, he said. I feel like someone is bathing before me. Someone is bathing before me. I feel like someone is definitely coming. The prince ordered his city's soldiers to find out who comes to bathe every morning. Before the soldiers could arrive, the moneylender's daughter-in-law would bathe and leave. She couldn't be seen. They couldn't understand. 7 days remained, 8 days remained. The king's messenger then asked the prince, find out and tell me who baths before me, who wets the ghat, quote. In anger, the king replied, I couldn't find out. One day, the queen discovered that the prince was tracking her, stalking her. So, the daughter-in-law immediately bathed early in the morning and ran. While fleeing, she lost the necklace around her neck and a pair of socks. The necklace and socks were lost. The king found the necklace and socks. He thought to himself, if the socks are so beautiful, how beautiful must the woman wearing them be? The king ordered his messengers to go and bring the socks and socks to him for 5 nights. If they are so beautiful, how beautiful must the woman be? I will keep her at my place for 5 nights. Quote. Word spread throughout the village. The news also reached the ears of the moneylender's daughter-in-law. The month of Kartik was going on, so the daughter-in-law also said, I am ready to stay at the king's place for 5 nights. But I have one condition. If the king sees my face while I'm taking a bath in the Brahma Muhurta, then I will stay at his place. If the king and his son see me while I'm leaving after taking a bath in the morning of Kartik, then I am ready to stay. Otherwise, I cannot stay. The king also placed a bird, which was his pet, on a tree and said, as soon as the queen comes to take a bath, you tell me at that time, I will come running and have a glimpse of this queen moneylender's wife. When the moneylender's wife went to take a bath in the morning, she bowed before leaving the gate of Delhi and said, the civilization of our India, the culture of the land of India. When mothers of old went from their parents' home to their in-laws' home or returned from their in-laws' home, they would touch the feet of every horse-drawn carriage, car, bus, or taxi they rode, and bow to them. Tell me, is this right or wrong? This is Indian civilization. This is Indian culture. This is the dignity of the land of India. As she traveled from her in-laws' home to her parents' home, she would touch the feet of every bus she rode, whether it was a bullock cart, a horse-drawn carriage, or a horse-drawn carriage. She bowed before leaving the house, saying, O Tulsi Maharani, O Mother Ganga, O Lord Damodar, please bless me so that when I take my bath and leave, the king's son falls asleep soundly. Please bless me with this. The parrot kept talking, the king's son kept sleeping. The first day passed. The next day, the king's son wondered, should I ask the parrot why the sand? What did he say? The moneylender's daughter-in-law hadn't come. She had come. I couldn't wake up after bathing, he thought. I'll get to work. He took a chili powder in a packet and sat down. At night, he put it in his eyes. Quote, I won't be able to sleep the whole night. The moneylender then left the door, offered her respects, bowed to the door jamb, worshipped the door, and when she had bowed, she requested, O door God, put the king's son to sleep. This story from the Skanda Purana is also written in the Shiva Purana. There's a rule in the Pashupati Vrat, when I fall asleep, I don't see the moneylender's face for 5 days. The prince went home, red with anger. His body became diseased. His body became weak. It started to ooze. His skin started to rot and fall off. The king was worried, quote, my only son, and his body is ruined. His body is gone, quote. The moneylender's daughter-in-law doesn't know, quote, the moneylender's daughter-in-law was engrossed in her devotion, her remembrance, her bliss. She didn't care. She was lost in her own carefreeness, her own enjoyment. On which day don't you pluck Tulsi? Hey, say it clearly. On Sunday. What are you saying? Say it clearly. Which day? On Sunday. Don't you pluck Tulsi? Why don't you pluck it? Speak quickly, brother. Someone said, if you don't pluck Tulsi on Sunday, why don't you pluck it? Someone said, why don't you circumambulate the peepal tree on Sunday? Question mark quote. You should know the reason. If someone said something and you believed it, then there's a reason why you don't pluck tulsi on Sunday. Then the same issue came up again. Remember the incident with Meena, Danya, and Kala. Lord Rama arrived in Janakpuri. After the bow broke, Vishwamitra told Rama, Rama, go today to collect tulsi. Bring tulsi, bring flowers, she has brought something from the flower garden. When he turned back, Sita was standing there. Vishwamitra was worshipping Shalagram. Vishwamitra looked back and saw Sita in deep sorrow. He said, Ram, do one thing. This flower garden belongs to Sita. It belongs to her father. Send Sita, she will bring flowers. Quote, she brought tulsi. Janaki went and started removing the flowers. While removing the tulsi, Janaki's wind blew so hard that Sita's palu flew off, and as soon as the palu flew off, it fell on the tulsi plant. Sita moved forward, and some tulsi leaves fell on the ground. When the tulsi leaves fell on the ground, Sita came to Vishwamitra with the tulsi leaves and flowers. She gave them to Ram, and Ram gave them to Vishwamitra. Vishwamitra took the tulsi leaves and started offering them to Lord Shalagram. In the meantime, the tulsi leaves became wet, Maharaj. Shalagram, holding the tulsi leaves in his hand, asked, O Tulsi Ma, tell me why are you crying? Tulsi says, looking at Shalagram ji, do not offer me to Shalagram God. Vishwamitra ji, Janaki ji was bringing tulsi. We grew up together, were planted together in one plant. But some of our leaves fell on the ground due to Sita's palu, that is why we are crying. They too were yearning for Shalagram ji. Vishwamitra ji said, Janaki, the leaves of tulsi have fallen down due to the palu of your sari, that is why today I will not dedicate tulsi to Shalagram. That day was Sunday, that is why tulsi is not plucked on Sunday.